Hey, yeah, it's Katona Rose, and this is a Let's Play of Overboard. Overboard was one of those games that I've just had in my Steam library for a while. When it first came out, I thought it sounded awesome, and I really wanted to give it a go, and then for whatever reason, it just kept falling down my list of games to play. I don't really want to give too much away because I don't know how things happen and what order they happen in, but it is a bit of a murder mystery game. There's apparently huge replayability for this. I haven't read any walkthroughs or watched anything. I haven't watched a Let's Play for this. So I'm literally just going to be going and making choices as we go. So let's see what happens. Let's get started. Doom. Midnight, July 3rd. Oh God. 1935. Aboard the SS Hook bound for New York. Villainesses depart for America. Former starlet Veronica Villanesi sets sail today for New York, accompanied by husband Malcolm. The pair, once dubbed a charmed couple, are now rumored to be in dire financial straits after a string of poor investments. Here's to more luck in America, lovebirds. Mr. and Mrs. Villanesi will sail into New York aboard the SS Hook. Aboard? We're recording. Everything's good. Awesome. Let's begin.
We stood together at the rail, Malcolm and I.
What a great voice.
I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the boat.
Lovely.
He leant over to see
And I
them.
pushed him in.
So I grabbed
Oh,
him
literally.
by the
Okay.
belt,
Now.
and I threw him overboard.
See you, chum. What great music. This is great. I'm such a sucker for the old British mysteries, or mysteries that are British that are set a bit older. This is a wee bit loud in my earballs though. Overboard. Can I turn the music down? Let's just see here. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Malcolm, darling, I had the strangest dream. Malcolm? Oh! He's gone. Really gone. Marvelous. Hallelujah. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Villanesi, but is everything all right? What should I say? Who's there? Steward, Mum. What do you want? Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. and breakfast is still being served, Mum. But only until 9 o'clock. Damn it, Veronica, you've overslept. Thank you. Very good, Mum. All right, Veronica. Be calm. Act natural. Maybe no one saw anything. Let's quickly look around. Shrumple the sheets. That word. Shrumple. Ah, there, that's better. Get up. Bathroom. I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and quickly look away. Go to the little bottle of tablets by the little sink. Fix my face. One of my earrings is missing. One of my diamond earrings. Shit, shit, shit. Pocket the other one. Slip the earring free and put it in my pocket. Okay, let's go before we run out of time. Yeah. Can we get there before 9? Yeah. Just before. Ooh, again. I'm late. The restaurant is nearly empty. Clarissa. Clarissa's turpentine is a 20-something from Connecticut or some such place with moon eyes traveling alone. Malcolm found her riveting. I find her to be a wet cloth in a bucket of milk. Blech. Let's talk to her. Good morning, Miss Clarissa. May I join you? Oh my god, you're a ghoul, aren't you? Excuse me? I know what you did to him. Have some bacon, dear. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't tell me you don't know. Have you seen my husband? Have I? Clarissa bursts into fresh sobs and flees from the room. Luckily, no one saw any of that. So somebody knows something. Yes, clearly. Go. Make my way to the upper deck, but not quickly enough. My earring? No, it's not here. Ah, Miss Vilinsky. I don't know. It's Mr. Fine day. What? Good morning. Are you up here looking for your diamond by any chance? I found it lying here on the deck like a bally fish just now. Lucky thing I did, too. Might have flopped back into the sea. Look. Afraid I only found the one, though. Malcolm would be furious if he knew. They're extremely dear. You should be more careful, old fruit. But I didn't drop it here. I haven't been up on deck at all. Really? How curious. Then I wonder how the dickens it got here. Perhaps I lost it yesterday. A thief? Perhaps there's a thief aboard. Better take twice as much care over those diamonds then. Shall we take a turn around the deck? Throw him over. Let's. Do you trust the Major? Will there be another war? Sure, that seems less depressing of a topic. What, old Major Sahib? I do, rather. He's got his own code of honor, but mind you, he does have it. Your husband tried to cheat the numbers when adding up the ledger one night. Old Singh fair dashed the pencil from his hand with a stick. Quite stern performance, I can tell you. Where's your husband this morning, Miss Vilinsky? I haven't not seen him since last night. If I'm honest, Mr. Carstairs, I'm worried. I'm sure he's just gone for a walk about the deck. Why not climb up to the bridge? You get a great view over the upper deck from there, you know. He didn't come in last night. Have you seen him on deck? Well, to be honest, I haven't. But then 10 to 1, he's ducking me. I deposit Mr. Carstairs at the top of the stairs a short while later. Good day to you, Miss Vilinsky. I put on my earrings. He'll wonder how the earring got there. Move along quickly. No time to waste. Yeah, I kind of wonder. Chapel, smoking room, someone's in here. No. Oh, if I click on it, wait. I kind of want to throw my earrings in her pocket. Let's go up first. Six hours from Liberty Island. To reach the bridge, you climb a metal ladder from the upper deck. It's a terrible idea. A masterful Commander Anders is at the wheel. On a hook inside the bridge is a key with a bright red fob. You can see the rail clearly. Right now, Lady H is leaning over the stern rail. Sure, wave to Anders. Miss Vilinsky? Come in. The bridge isn't empty. There are a few duty officers about. And how are you faring this morning, Miss Vilinsky? A bit dizzy, to be honest. Yeah, sure. Yes, indeed. The upper deck seems a long way down, doesn't it? See, there's Lady H at the rail, sniffing at a hip flask, I'd say. She usually goes to drink in the restaurant after lunch. You know, I was on watch here last night. Ooh. Oh, yes? That's right. It was a quiet night, light breeze, no fog, relatively good visibility. Ah. Mr. Anders, my friend? I feel I've known you a long time. We're old souls, Miss Valencia. That must be it. Trying to tell me something? Sure. You and your husband like to take the air at night. But you did know you're not the only ones who do that. Lady Armstrong also takes a stroll about that time. That's very interesting. Was she alone? I thought you'd be intrigued. Only, Miss V, watch out for that old lady. She's got claws. Now, Miss Valinsky, I should perhaps return to my duties. Sure, what's that key? The one with the red tag? That's my pass key. Why? So you can go anywhere you like? Of course. Can I borrow it? Could you even come into my cabin? Ooh. Miss Valinsky. I usually do my rounds between 11 and 12. At about past, I could be near your cabin. Perhaps you might be in? Bring your hat. Yes! Bring your hat. That's great. I like your hat.
Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one? It's just a proper style. I would like to have one just the same as that. Where I definitely should tell.
Of course, ma'am. It's 11:30 then. Good day, Miss Valinsky. Yeah. I'm not gonna take the key. Okay, so is she there? No. No one's here. No one's here. Or should we go? Let's go up here and see if someone's there when we go. Less than 6 hours from Liberty Island. I clamber down to the upper deck. I'm standing by the rail as Lady H swans by. Oh, Veronica dear, are you quite well? You look awful. My husband is missing. I haven't seen him since last night. Really? Husbands are terribly unreliable. Worse than motor cars, and yet you still have to crank them. Have you seen him? Me? No, I don't have him squirreled away in my cabin, my dear. Toodles! Oh, look! Up there on the bridge. Isn't that the commander? You mean Anders? Oh, you are playing it cool, aren't you? Hello! Oh, I do believe he's waving at us. She treats him to a wave of her handkerchief, then turns to smile at me. The fox is staring at me and it's freaking me out. You rather like him, don't you, dear? What do you make of him? Quite a favorite of mine, but you know, dear, not all that glitters is gold, as they say. Blech! You don't trust him? Oh, I would trust him. Maybe not to sail a boat, though. He's a decorated war commander. What does that mean? Our beloved commander, my dear, he has a secret. You're quite the detective, aren't you? Me? No, not at all. I'm just interested in people, really. People are fascinating things, always hiding things, always. Mark my words, dear, no one is ever being straight with you. Not ever. She pulls a string of rosary beads from her pocket as she strides away. Interesting. So I think she's in the chapel. Okay, let's get on the stairs. I really want to put those earrings on, what's her face? The crying lady. Smoking room is a stuffy place tucked into the back of the boat. Malcolm's jacket is hung over the back of one of the chairs. Seated in a heavy chair is a man with an enormous walrus mustache. Carstairs is here too, quietly smoking. Good day to you, Miss Valinsky. He salutes. Been stuck aboard this tug for a week, but I don't believe we've had the pleasure. My name's Subedar Major Sarbajad Singh. I'm sorry, guys, of the 14th Sikhs. Retired, obviously, at your service. Ooh, Veronica Beleneski. I kind of do want to say I need your help, though. Oh, I know who you are. Chaps talk about their wives. Not very complimentary, I'm afraid. That's rather true, I'm afraid. Ooh, then you have me at a disadvantage. Ah, but perhaps that way you can lure me into overconfidence. Make conversation. How long were you in the army? Sure. Let's talk about him. Still am in the army, madam. It's a life's work. Old soldiers only fade away, if you recall. I never knew what that meant. Sure. Things that happen to you change you. You can't change back. And soldiers, they're like fashioned to the last, like swords. What's in America for you, Major? My old friend Pitts. We fought each other. Egypt, 20 years ago. He's only got one good eye. I'm afraid he's quite a monster. What happened to his other eye? A cyclops sounds fun. Yeah. One shouldn't ask a soldier a question like that. The answer is almost always terribly boring. What about you? What takes you across the ocean? My husband is looking for work. They say America is full of places to work. How very aspirational of him. Malcolm plays cards with you, Major. Sabidar, Major, please? And that's right. And with Mr. Carstairs here. But between you and me, Mezabum, he's not very good at it. You must find him a new hobby. Ooh, I'll bear that in mind. The Major harumphs under his mustache. Have you seen Malcolm? Not today, I think. Still no luck then. I really put the wind up him. Your poor husband owns rather a lot to this young man here. 4 rubbers down against him. For what now? It was more than 4. He's gone missing. Malcolm, missing? On a boat? That's a strange thing. What do you think of my husband? Brutal honesty, Mezimbob? The brutalist. Yes, well, hard to say good words about such a man. Not much escapes your notice, does it? You're always watching people. People can hardly be ignored, Mezimbob. They're too important, too significant. Rude. Were you happy as a soldier, Major? Happy? No. Can't really be happy when you're in the dirt fighting for your life, watching your friends get blown apart. Not happy, no. But I saw the world. I lived. What else would you have done? Oh, you survived. You survived. I traveled the world, saw the sights. Have you ever been to Egypt? I'd love to go. But Malcolm despises foreigners. He can only face America because he thinks it's still a colony. Yes, well, your husband is, I'm afraid to say, an idiot. Sure. Do you think there will be another war, Major? Yes, my dear, I'm very much certain there will be. You're sure? There are simply too many people now who do not understand the value of human life. They never took one, so they don't know. But the fact is, a life's a life. Your skin, your creed, none of that matters a stitch. If you don't understand that, you can't be more than half a man. Or woman. You understand. War seems so terrible to me. War is a fever. Ooh. It can be devastating, unbearable. It can drive us quite mad, but it exists to drive out the disease. A fever may kill you or cure you, it's true, but if you have a fever, you are already in danger. I just realized I'm late for my meeting. I wasn't paying attention to the sign. Well, I better get going along. That sea air won't breathe itself. He heads out. Have you spoken to Lady H this fine morning? I have. Did she tell you her theory? She's usually drunk! Ha! Yes, indeed. The good lady does drink more than is sensible. That no doubt explains it. Explains what? Lady Armstrong told me this morning that she is quite certain, quite convinced in fact, the boat is sinking. Sinking? Surely not. Sinking, yes. She told me she's quite sure she heard something fall off the boat. She assumes it was part of the hull, I suppose. Will we reach the harbor? Who can say? I have yet to observe any alarm amongst the senior officers, but who knows? But perhaps they are covering it up. What do you think? Drunk as a fish. Yeah. Yes, sadly, it's most likely. Okay, shit. I have one of the stewards run it back to your cabin. Yeah. What have you got there? Wallet, cabin key, no incriminating notes. Yep. 400 pounds, that's all our traveling money. Yep. Leave. I miss my cabin. My cabin. Someone has dropped Malcolm's jacket outside the door to my room. I take it inside and hang it over a chair. Why? Ooh! The tablets. Sleeping tablets, strong ones. Veronica's little helper. It's a wonder I woke up at all. Read the label. For treatment of severe insomnia as a result of mental distress. Side effects: drowsiness, short-term memory loss, irritability, aggressive outbursts, increased libido. You're a full house, Veronica. Or rather, a royal flush. Sure. Leave the bathroom. I hurry back out into the cabin. There's a cast iron paperweight in the shape of a dolphin on the desk. What an ugly thing. God knows, but I hate dolphins. Beautifully made, but completely inaccurate. Dolphins have lots more teeth, like little daggers. Pick it up, sure. And this thing is horribly heavy. It's like they don't want anyone to steal it. But who would steal this horrible thing? Steal it anyways. Ha! I put it back on the desk with relief. Okay. Porthole. Look. Not across the water. That's one. Leave. I have no idea what's happening. The aft cabins belong to the Major and to Miss Clarissa Turpentine? Yes. Major's door. Listen. Sobbing, sobbing, more sobbing. Ripping something up? More sobbing. She's in there. All right then. Yeah, I don't want to... Locked. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna work, but... okay, leave. Forward cabins. Less than 3 hours from Liberty Island. You know what? I don't want to do this. I want to go back because I want to talk to the dude about missing him. Alright. I think he might be a little mad. I gotta get you leaving. Yeah, let's go chat with her again. Less than 2 hours from Liberty Island. Lady H's door. Knock. Lady H. I think she's asleep. The snoring. I just heard it. It's not gonna work, but sure. Anders appears from around a corner. There you are. We're needed in the restaurant now. Walk me there? Certainly, madam. Let me take your arm. One hour from Liberty Island. In the restaurant, Lady H Carstairs. Ooh. Clarissa Turpentine is standing apart. Ugh. Anders walks me in and steps to the side. Thank you all for coming. I apologize for gathering you all here. It is most unusual. But I believe something unusual has indeed occurred. Miss Vilinesky, there's still no sign of your husband? I knew it! He's missing since last night. I'm worried sick. That's because he's dead. Dead because of her. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night, he fell past my window as I looked out. Why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell me? Because I loved him. I didn't know if you could understand that. There, I said it. You know, of course one doesn't like to gossip. But Malcolm Vilinesky was on the upper deck last night, and he might have been up there with Miss Turpentine. They have very similar figures, our two women. Wouldn't you agree, gentlemen? It certainly wasn't me. I didn't go near the upper deck last night. Yeah. It was my earring, yes, but I wasn't on the deck last night. Malcolm was going to pay Carstairs with a diamond. Ooh. I think that's how I got up there. Think hard now. Was it Miss Turpentine you saw on the deck last night, Lady Armstrong? It could well have been Clarissa that I saw, and it is terribly ghoulish, but I heard Mr. Vilinesky going overboard. I heard the splash. I didn't realize what it was then, but well, I know what you're doing, Veronica. I know. You want my sympathy, do you? Ladies, please. The fact is Mr. Vilinesky is missing. The evidence we have is all circumstantial. Nothing to justify a firing squad, as my old field marshal used to say. Maybe Clarissa was on deck with Malcolm. The poor girl was in love with him, yes, but that doesn't prove they were having an affair. It does not follow that she killed him. It's my belief that Malcolm Vilinesky committed suicide by drowning. His debts were too much for him? He couldn't pay what he owed and he took the coward's way out. Don't believe her, you mustn't! She's a snake. I swear it, she was up there with him. She pushed him into the sea rather than let me take him. Malcolm used you, Clarissa. Yes. One last fling before the end. You see how cold she is? She's a killer. You can see it in her eyes. With respect, there is one other thing. A maid found a tube of barbiturates in Miss Vilinesky's cabin. Sleeping pills, yeah. They're extremely strong sleeping pills. My mother took them. They have quite powerful side effects. Mood swings, memory loss, rage. I only keep them for emergencies. Or they're not mine. Yeah. Did you kill your husband? I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. So what happened? Carstairs did it. He must have jumped. Clarissa killed him. I want... She loved him and she couldn't have him. That's not true. Wait a moment, aren't you forgetting something? I don't think so. Not you, Major. Him. Me, Lady Armstrong? Oh. That's right, Commander. You were up on the bridge last night with your binoculars. You must have seen exactly what happened. Commander? Well, Subadara Major, I have been intending to discuss the matter discreetly with the captain himself, but since you forced me into speaking publicly... It was dark on deck, surely. The moon was quite bright, ma'am, quite bright enough to see the upper deck. I saw Miss Villaneschi on deck last night, and I saw someone fall off the ship. I knew it. I have a nose for these things. You didn't. My God, you really killed him? I didn't. I swear I didn't. I can tell that you're lying. You're a terrible actress. I can see the truth in your eyes, you absolute bitch. Mrs. Villaneschi, the coincidences, they are too much. I have no choice to treat this as a murder. Miss Villaneschi, please come with me. The commander drags me by the arm out of the restaurant. I thought you loved me, Anders. I had dreams. You're very fine, Veronica Villaneschi, but not fine enough to hang for. Just come with me. You better stay in your cabin until we dock. Guess I got caught. Miss Villaneschi? Ooh, Miss Amersham now. Welcome to America. Enjoy your stay. America's not what I imagined. Sorry to disappoint, miss. In you go now.
Oh, bollocks.
Socialite Veronica Villaneschi was dramatically arrested for the murder of her husband as the SS Hook put into harbor in Brooklyn. Miss Villaneschi will be a guest of the Sing Sing Correctional Facility in somewhat less comfort than the widow of a British aristocrat might be accustomed to. Okay. Miss Villaneschi was notorious before her marriage for a string of high-profile engagements. Shall we try one more time? Jesus! Good morning, Miss Villaneschi. Sure. Steward, ma'am. Come in. Thank you, ma'am. Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. Your husband is up already, is he? I don't know. Beg your pardon, ma'am? Have you seen him? Please. I don't think he came in last night. I've not seen him, ma'am. If I do, I will tell him it's time for breakfast. Alright, Veronica, 8 hours, then you're free. Okay, let's go to the bathroom, grab the pills. Tablets. Pocket them. Leave the bathroom. And leave. Continue. Upper deck. Oh, he's there already. Shit. But not quickly enough. Miss Villaneschi. It's Mr. Carstairs, the young Englishman. Damn fine day, what? It's so bracing up here. Good morning. Fancy a stroll along the deck. Have you seen my husband? No, gone for a stroll, has he? He said he was meeting someone. Oh, sounds intriguing. But it wasn't me, I'm afraid. I'm sure you'll bump into him soon. Can't get far on a tug like this, eh? Well now, isn't this your earring? Look. Goodness, you're right. I hadn't realized it was missing. You should be more careful, old fruit. I didn't drop it here. I haven't been up on deck at all. Really? How curious. Then I wonder how the dickens it got here. Perhaps I lost it yesterday. Seems storms and high winds yesterday would have washed right over, I think. Oh well, we'll never know. Shall we take a turn around the deck? Wait, look, dolphins. I'm so tempted. Sure, let's try it. Dolphins, you say? Doesn't seem likely, my dear. Water's too cold here for dolphins. But there's something down there. I checked quickly. We're all alone up here. Definitely there, in the water. Lean over, look. Really? I can't see anything. Lean a little further. Honestly, I'm leaning as far as I belly well can. Mr. Carstairs, have a closer look, Mr. Carstairs. He jumped over the rail. Elsa? And then he's gone. Elsa? Okay, good. The deck. Yes. My earring, I must have dropped it last night. Someone might have found that. Okay, go below. I see the bridge officer on duty looking at me. Fall into my chase exhausted. Bathroom. The tablets. Sleeping tablets, strong ones. Veronica's Little Helpers. It's a wonder I woke up at all. Pocket them. Remove my earrings. Masterbar Commander Anders is at the wheel. Wave. Commander! Miss Vilineski, come in. The bridge isn't empty. There are a few duty officers about. And how are you feeling this morning, Miss Vilineski? A bit dizzy, to be honest. Yes, indeed. Upper deck seems a long way down, doesn't it? See, here's Lady H at the rail, sniffing at a hip flask, I'd say. She usually goes to drink in the restaurant after lunch. You know, I was on watch here last night. What did you see? With a quiet night, light breeze, no fog, relatively good visibility. Yeah. We're very old souls, Miss Vilineski. That must be it. Are you trying to tell me something? You and your husband like to take the air at night, but did you know you're not the only ones who do that? Lady Armstrong also takes a stroll about that time. That's very interesting. I thought you'd be intrigued. Only Miss V, watch out for that old lady. She's got claws. Now, Miss Vilineski, I should perhaps return to my duties. Can I trust you, Anders? My advice, Miss Vilineski, look after yourself. That way people will stick by you. Thank you for showing me the bridge. Perhaps you could show me more later. I would like that very much. Miss Vilineski, I usually do my rounds between 11 and 12. At about 1:30, I should be near your cabin. Perhaps you might be in. I'll see you there. Until then, good day, Miss Vilineski. Okay, Smoking room is a stuffy place tucked into the back of the boat. Malcolm's jacket is hung over the back of one of the chairs. Seated in a heavy chair is a man with an enormous walrus mustache. Carstairs is here too, quietly smoking. Okay, watch the time. He salutes. Been stuck aboard this tug for a week, but I don't believe you've had the pleasure. Name Sabar Major Sarbit Singh of the 14th Sikhs, retired obviously at your service. Yeah. Please, I need your help. I'll bear that in mind. Have you seen Malcolm? No, not today, I think. If you see him, yes? Tell him I'm looking for him. Very good. Stop talking to the Major. Malcolm's jacket. I'll have one of the stewards run it back to your cabin. Perfect. Thank you. A little man appears and takes the jacket away. Have either of you spoken to Lady H this fine morning? Why? She has a nose for information, that woman, and she had the most interesting story to share with me when I saw her just now. She's usually drunk. Yes, indeed, the lady does drink more than is sensible. That no doubt explains it. You can't trust what she says. In my experience, the intoxicated mind cannot hold on to the truth, but cannot invent a decent lie. No, there's some truth behind what she told me. Lady Armstrong told me this morning that she is quite certain, quite convinced in fact, that the boat is sinking. Sinking? Surely not. Sinking, yes. Well, I gotta go. Is it sinking? Who can say? Drunk as a fish. Sadly, yes, it's most likely. Leave! Hurry! Go! My cabin. Yep, go. Oh my god, I made it. I opened the door to find Anders waiting for me. I thought you weren't coming. He gestures to the red tagged key lying on the desk. I let myself in. Do you sit down? I wanted to ask you something. Do you sit down? Will you sit beside me? Sure. Let's go hard. Yes, ma'am. Ooh! Anders tosses me onto the bed and starts to undo my buttons. Yowza! He doesn't ask me for permission. No more than I asked Malcolm for his. But unlike Malcolm, I'm not going anywhere. I do exactly what he wants me to do. This music is hilarious! I fall for him right where I stand. Then he puts his hat back on. Ma'am. I'll see you again, I hope. Count on it. He smiles, gets to his feet, and heads into the bathroom to wash his face. His passkey is still on the desk by the awful doff. Sing quietly to myself, get up out of bed. I would get up, but the fact is I can't move. I've been pinned like a butterfly to a board. I can hear the water running in the bathroom. Sure. It's amazing how many of these I use each day and how far they can travel. Get up out of bed. From the sound, I think Anders is brushing his teeth with Malcolm's toothbrush. Peek into the bathroom. I peer around the doorway. Anders looks just great with his back to me as well. I don't want to steal his passkey. I don't want to do it. You look perfect. Good show. He picks up his key from the desk, salutes, and out he goes. All right, Veronica, time to get up. Malcolm's jacket. Yep, look in the pockets. Wallet, cabin key, no incriminating notes. Take Malcolm's key. Take his wallet. 400 pounds. It's all our traveling money, and that's that. No. Okay, so the restaurant and the smoking room. Let's go see Lady H. Four hours from Liberty Island. Lady H is sitting by herself at one of the tables. May I join you, Lady H? Of course, dear. A drink? Not for me. Well, I'm having one. Steward, you know how I like them. Yes, ma'am. As dirty as it comes, please. Yes, ma'am. Dirty? Oh, filthy. They mix it with brine straight from the sea. Here you are, ma'am. Just as you like it. Sorted. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I might have to use that. Sorted. Sorry. Did you just wink at him? You know, sometimes I even slap him on the behind. You don't! I absolutely do. He takes it with good grace, I think. She grins and takes a big swig from her glass. Chin chin. That's awful. You get to my age, dear, you have to enjoy every second, because the next thing you know, you're stuck for half an hour and you know where. I'm sure I don't know where. Oh well, you'll find out soon enough. She sips her drink oh so delicately. Here's to you and that lovely husband of yours anyways. Oh, he's not that lovely. Well then, dear, can I have him? As it happens, no, you can't. Suit yourself. And really do, that's my advice. Oh, they really want me to drug her. Under the table, I get a tablet out and hold it ready in my palm. I can't alter her drink when she's looking right at me. Maybe I will have that drink. Steward, steward, over here, please. She's turned away, waving her handkerchief for attention. I slip a tablet in her glass. It sinks to the bottom, undissolved like an old olive. I'll be over in just a moment, dear. Did I see you on deck last night, taking a starlight stroll? Oh yes, I always do. Not much to see, of course, but I heard something, though. Heard what? A great big splash. I think someone threw a chair overboard. A chair? Well, I mean, I assumed it was a chair. Here you are, Miss Walensky, straight up with a twist. Lady H takes a sip of her disgusting drink, then frowns. Ahoy there, steward. There's something floating in my drink. Get me another one. Right away. Yeah. There you are, ma'am. Hope this one is more to your liking. I'm sure it will be. Slip the tablet into my own drink. Interesting. Cheers. Your very good health. I take a sip. Lady H sips hers. Have you made the crossing before? Sure. Oh yes, my 4th or 5th time. I can simply never decide where I want to be. Finish my drink and go. I lift my glass and drain it. Goodbye, Miss Walensky. Nice talking to you. Do make sure you enjoy your life. Don't waste it, alright? Thank you. Continue. Okay. Sure, let's find out if we're sinking. Commander! He gives me a cheerful smile and returns to his duty. There's no one down there. Watch the waves. We could be standing still or falling. There's no way to know for sure. America's so close I can almost taste it. Wide open spaces, every kind of person alongside every other kind, every religion, every age, every walk of life. It sounds like heaven itself put down here on earth. Watch the flags. Move on. I shake myself away from the endless view. I clamber down quickly. Alright, he doesn't want to talk to me right now. Okay. Less than 2 hours from Liberty Island. Major here playing cards against himself. Carstairs is here too, quietly smoking. Take a seat. The chairs in the smoking room are soft, worn leather. You can sink right in and not be seen. Talk to Carstairs. Yeah, I don't know. Sure. Goodness, I try not to be. Educated men aren't supposed to do foolish things. And what? Educated men are idiots. And which foolish things do you do? Me? Oh, well, you know, this and that. Right now, travel on boats to America. That's not an upright thing to do, you know. Where's your husband this afternoon, Miss Vilanetsky? I have not seen him since last night. If I'm honest, Mr. Carstairs, I'm worried. I'm sure he's just gone for a walk about the deck. Why not climb up to the bridge? You got a great view over the upper deck from there, you know. He didn't come in last night. Really? By Jove. My husband is playing cards with you? He did. Not dash well, I'm afraid to say. Owes me a rather lot of spit. Malcolm never pays his debts, I'm afraid. Well, that's not what a chap wants to hear. And I'm hoping for better before we dock. And what about you, Miss V? Do you work? I used to act a little. In the West End. Gave it up when I was married. You were an actress? Goodness me. I'll tell you, I never would have known it. Why not? Well, no. You have such an honest face. And actors, you know, they're all terrible liars. You don't think actors can be good people? I can't trust an actor. I mean, how could you? They might be acting. Okay. So you like playing cards? From time to time, yes. Are you good? Well, yes, quite. What's your game? Remy, bridge, whist. I tried poker, but I found it utterly tedious. Lots of hard stares and boring hands. A game for dullards and slowpokes, if you ask me. My husband's debt's very bad. I hate to trouble him about it, of course, but it is rather a lot, and a gentleman in the New World has to eat. If I see my husband, I'll tell him. Ooh. I've not seen him this morning. I'm worried about him. He really has gone missing? My goodness. My goodness me. Okay. Is that the time? Mr. Villaneschi is late. I will ask the porter if he's seen him. A few minutes later, he returns looking very grave indeed. Please, Miss Villaneschi, Mr. Carstairs, please follow me to the restaurant. I'm assembling everyone from first class. What's the problem? Sounds intriguing. I didn't even talk to the chick this time. I hope, however, it will prove pointless. After you. Continue. Ooh. So much dinging in my earballs. Thank you all for coming. I apologize for gathering you all here. It's most unusual, but I believe something unusual has occurred. Miss Villaneschi, where exactly is your husband? I knew it! He's missing since last night. I'm worried sick. It's true, I think. The bed in Miss Villaneschi's cabinet was not slept in. I saw it. That's because he's dead. Dead because of her. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night, he fell past my window as I looked out. No, or why didn't you tell anyone? Sure, no. Please, Miss Turpentine, you say you saw him falling past your window. He reached out to me like a ghost. How horrible. It was a horrible thing to see, and you did it, Veronica. Me? You didn't love him the way he needed to be loved, but you wouldn't let him love me. There, I said it. You know. Of course, one doesn't like to gossip, but Malcolm Villaneschi was on the upper deck last night, and he might have been up there with Miss Turpentine. They have very similar figures, our two women. Wouldn't you agree, gentlemen? It certainly wasn't me. I didn't go near the upper deck last night. So, neither did I. Malcolm was going to visit me. I gave him my key, but he never came because he threw himself overboard. You think he killed himself? What did you do to him? Please, let's try to think rationally. Whoever she was, I heard her push Mr. Villaneschi overboard. I heard the splash. The fact is, Mr. Villaneschi is missing, but there's no evidence of anything untoward. It's my belief that Malcolm Villaneschi committed suicide by drowning. His debts were too much for him. He couldn't pay what he owed, and he took the coward's way out. Don't believe her, you mustn't. She's a snake. I swear it. She was up there with him. She pushed him into the sea rather than let me take him. Please, this is insane. Please, this is insane. Insane is killing your husband, Miss Villaneschi? What? You can't believe that. It's clear this pretty girl was having an affair with your husband. I must ask you, Miss Villaneschi, did you kill your husband? I am innocent. I didn't do anything. So what happened? He must have jumped. A rich, newly made man in his prime just threw himself into the sea. He owed money, not just to you, Carstairs, but to lots of people, some bad people. He threw himself overboard rather than face the future, and he left me alone. You poor creature. I believe you. My sympathies for your loss, Miss Villaneschi. Allow me to walk you to your cabin, Miss Villaneschi. Thank you, Commander. This way, please. Did I win? Yes! You got out of it. I didn't think you'd get out of it. I panicked, I think. I forgive you, my dear. Only next time, please remember, suicides don't pay out life insurance, so we're just gonna have to try the whole thing again. So where do I find another? Was it an awful lot of money? Yes, I'm afraid to say it was. Your next roll, my dear?
Damn it all.
Scarlet Veronica Villaneschi was widowed at sea when husband Malcolm threw himself overboard. Police are linked to the death to a series of gambling debts accrued by Mr. Villaneschi. Miss Villaneschi is left penniless in America, but has already been seen in the company of a new man, Commander Anders of the British Navy. Watch out, sir, there might be storms ahead. Pictured, Miss Villaneschi's father was lost on a dolphin hunting expedition near Norway. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. Businessman Malcolm Villaneski said to be in hot water as debitors begin to circle. Mr. Villaneski is rumored to have lost thousands in a string of poor investments, and big donations to Mosley's fascists haven't helped. Ooh. And then there were curious fires that destroyed the estate that insurers would not pay. Look out, Mr. Villaneski, your wife didn't marry you for your looks. Close friends say wife Veronica is absolutely kettle-steaming furious.
We stood together at the rail, Malcolm and I. I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the boat. He leant over to see them. So I grabbed him by the belt. And I threw him overboard.
Very good. Yeah, the papers. I need to keep that old woman quiet. Yeah. Who's there? Yeah, let's do this the same. I don't know. Have you seen him? Eight hours and you're free. It smells so good. Finest English sausages, ma'am. The restaurant is nearly empty. I sit alone. I sit down at a table by myself, and for the first time since waking, feel terribly, horribly, excitingly alone. It doesn't last. I know why you avoided me just now. They all think you're being rude, but I know. Excuse me? I said I know. I know what you did to him. What are you talking about? Don't tell me you don't know. Now what, my dear? Stop pretending, it's horrible. Clarissa bursts into fresh sobs and flees from the room. Luckily, no one saw any of that. I finished my breakfast in silence. Okay, let's go see Anders. Okay, go back down. So you in there? Go away. Sure. I never want to see you again. I know what you did to him. I know. Clarissa, have you seen Malcolm? Where is he? You don't know? Oh my god, Veronica, you really don't know? I don't want you telling lies. What did you see, Clarissa? Please tell me. Go away. Did he hurt you? Did he hurt you? What? No, it was you. You hurt him. Go away. Leave me alone, you monster, you harpy. She collapses into floods of tears again. Oh. Step away. What time is it? Oops. Step away. Leave. Continue. Go. Be going now, ma'am. Is my husband here? I haven't seen him since I left the cabin. Found his jacket outside the door, ma'am. I hung it on the chair there. Goodbye, ma'am. I fall until the chase exhausted. Did I grab those? I didn't. I didn't grab the pills. But it'll do. Leave the bathroom. On his jacket. Look in the jacket pockets. Let's just take the key. Done. Meet me in the upper deck. Why? It's important. Trust me. I hate you. Duck out of sight. Let's go to my cabin. I opened the door to find Anders waiting for me. Thought you weren't coming. Gestures to a ragtag key laying on the... okay. Sure. Yeah, let's just do exactly the same thing that we did. She treats me like a ship in close waters.
Ugh.
I like that there's a smile. Count on it. Gets to his feet, heads down to the bathroom to wash his face. Passkey still in the desk. Sing quietly to myself. Get up out of bed. Oh my god. Okay. Read the tag. Run for it. Putting on my clothes, but I'm not fast enough. Returns. Ah. You look perfect, dear. Ah, boo. Alright. Leave. Is she in there? She isn't. Let's go. Wonder, did the hussy give you a key, dearest? Why, she did. Hussy's a great word. Slip inside and close the door behind me. Ooh, drop an earring. Let's do this first. So she writes, as she, oh dear lord, poetry. She rhymed Malcolm with falcon. He hardly flew dear, the more he sort of fell. Take one. Look somewhere else. Drop an earring. The desk. Oh, no. I looked at the desk already. Look somewhere else. Nightstands. Water, book, and an eye mask. Sleeping pills on the nightstand. You reading? Oh, The Greater Britain by Oswald Mosley, one of Malcolm's nasty little books. Small thoughts for small minds. Leave it here. Yeah. Oops. Looking for my husband. Your husband is dead, Veronica. Now get out. Get out. She shoves me out of the room with surprising force and slams the door. Sorry, claims the door. Okay, let's... I don't want to do any of these things. Made it a keyhole, sobbing, ripping something out, more sobbing. She's right in there, alright. Step away. I want to go to... Ugh. 3 hours. Okay, so 3 more things. The rail. Lean away. Go below. I was hoping to drop my earring on the deck, but that's not gonna happen. Go. The tables, my adjoining Lady H. Of course, dear. A drink? Thank you. Sure. steward, 2 martinis, please. Make mine Philly. Yes, ma'am. Will you stay in America? This time I think. Maybe this time I will. England has too many memories in it now. And quite honestly, too many diseases. Lady H smiles thinly and digs through her bag. Here you are, ma'am, just as you like it. Rancid. Thanks so much. Did you just wink at him? You know, sometimes I even slap him on the behind. Lady H treats me to a winning smile. Wait for my drink. I drum my fingers on the table. Lady H raises an eyebrow. I stop. Here you are, Miss Veleneski, straight up with a twist. Lady H takes a sip of her disgusting drink. Ducks a dabbing. Cheers. Your very good health. I take a sip and Lady H sips hers. Chin chin. What do you think of the Major? Oh, he's terribly disappointing. What were you hoping for? Oh, a skeleton in the closet, a lover under the bed, that sort of thing. But the Major seems to be exactly what he says he is. Even his ridiculous rank is genuine. What do you make of the Commander? Lovely Anders. Quite a favorite of mine, but you know, dear, not all that glitters is gold, as they say. You don't trust him? Oh, I would trust him. Maybe not to sail a boat, though. What does that mean? Our beloved Commander, my dear, he has a secret. What kind of secret? A rather awkward one. Lucky for him, I'm terribly discreet. Give me a hint. Oh, I can't resist that. He's rather young, don't you think? To be a full commander, I mean. Sip my drink. We clink glasses and sip. To your health, dear. What do you make of Carstairs? Carstairs? Oh, he's a dark horse, that one. You mark my words. He's a card shark, I think. Is he really? That's very interesting, but not at all what I meant. Are you married? No, not anymore, but I rather liked it when I was. Lady H raises a hanky to her eye and dabs. Let me show you something, it'll make you laugh. Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness. Well, that's enough to make me blush. She's got it bad, poor fool. Lady H puts her handkerchief... Oh. I take a sip and Lady H sips hers. Here's to you and that lovely husband of yours anyways. You must have been stunning in your youth. Oh. Oop. Lining up. Oh yes, the old dance card was always full, but one day, poof, none of that seems to matter. You pick one, whichever, it doesn't matter. You settle down, and then 10 years later you come to your senses and it's too late to do a damn thing about it. Lady H smiles thinly and digs through her bag. So it's Carcer's secret. You'll have to tell me. Honestly, my dear, I rather thought it was you. What? No fear. He's having an affair, is he? Normal enough for an unmarried man. Whoever young Carstairs is seeing is definitely a secret. Whoever it is, they turn up at his cabin door quite late, and they use a signal. They always knock 9 times. 3 groups of 3. Always the same. How intriguing. Yes, well, I've not managed to find out anything really juicy, and we're almost ashore. What a waste. Lady H turns back and smiles. Leave. Goodbye, Lady H. You're not finishing your drink? I really don't blame you. Goodbye, Miss Veleneski. Nice talking to you. Do make sure you enjoy your life. Don't waste it, alright? Thank you. Oh, all kinds of stuff is happening. It's a great secret. I wonder if he'll tell it. Carcer's secret lover knocks 9 times or so, I'm told. Carcer says she saw something. Lady Armstrong thinks Carcer says a lover on board. The smoking room is a stuffy place tucked into the back of the boat. Seated in a heavy chair is a man with an enormous walrus mustache. Carstairs is here too, quietly smoking. Good day to you, Miss Veleneski. He salutes. Been stuck aboard this tug for a week, but I don't believe we've had the pleasure. The name's Subedar Major Sarbijit Singh of the 14th Sikhs, retired obviously at your service. Rather true, I'm afraid. What did he say? Sure. Bear that in mind. Stop talking to the major. Take a seat. Talk to Carcers. And what will you do? Pinkerton. Interesting. Climb up to the bridge. I'm sure you're right. I gotta remember about you, Mr. Cursors. I hear you've been having a visitor, my dear mom. Any idea what you're talking about? Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Very sorry. Just as you say, I'm sure. Indeed. And what about you, Miss B? Do you work? I used to act a little in the West End. I gave it up when I was married. Why not? Well, no, you have such an honest face, and actors, they're all terrible liars. Is that so? Absolutely two-faced, can't help with the ears, but there it is. Those are the flax. Stand. Yeah. Yeah. I think that I have to not get the earring and then drop the other one in her room. I think. Wouldn't you agree, gentlemen? Certainly wasn't me, or it must have been Clarissa. Must have been Clarissa taking a moonlight stroll with my husband. No, I was in my cabin waiting. Malcolm was going to visit me. I gave him my key, but he never came because he threw himself overboard. Or maybe you two met on deck and you threw him into the sea. I didn't. I'm not like you. You were in floods of tears this morning. A guilty conscience, perhaps? When I went to find Miss Turpentine, I found these in her cabin. Barbiturates, sleeping tablets, extremely strong. They're usually prescribed for narcotics. She was inside my cabin. I don't know how she got there, but I found her in there. She must have put those pills in there. Was it Miss Turpentine or Miss Villanevsky you saw on deck, Lady Armstrong? I honestly can't be sure who I saw, and this is terribly ghoulish, but I heard Mr. Villanevsky going overboard. I heard the splash. I didn't realize what it was then, but now, well, the fact is Mr. Villanevsky is missing. The evidence we have is all circumstantial. Nothing to justify a firing squad, as my old field marshal used to say. I must advise the captain that Malcolm Villanevsky... Ooh. Aren't you forgetting something? I don't think so. Not you, Major. Him. Me, Lady Armstrong? The commander saw nothing. Anders will vouch for me. Sure. That's all I really saw. Didn't get a good look. I thought at the time it was a suitcase or a crate of some kind, but it must have been Malcolm Villanevsky. Anders shoots me a little smile. The upper deck was empty. Suicide then. My apologies for your loss, Miss Villaneschi. Allow me to walk you to your cabin. Yeah. What else could there be? Okay. Okay, one more time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it all.
Okay, one more time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Interesting. I'm so quiet now because I'm like, I just want to get it done. Stoking room is a stuffy place. Should go and look for the other one. You said you found it? That's very strange. I haven't been on the deck at all. A thief? Perhaps there's a thief aboard. Better take twice as much care over those diamonds then. Still, I'm happy you two are back together. You and the earring, I mean. My husband must have forgotten his jacket here last night. Send it to my cabin. Leave. Yes. Yes. Let's go up. Ding! Oh, yes. We've... Better for seeing you. I'll see you there. Can I try the wheel? Let's go to my cabin. Oh. Is my husband here? What? There we go. That's what I wanted in the first place. In the pockets. Yes, yes, yes. Key. What did you see? No. Do you know where he is? He's dead. You must know that. Go away. Leave me alone, you monster, you harpy. What time is it? Meet me on the upper deck. It's important. Trust me. I hate you. Step away. Leave. Continue. What time is it? Ah! Go. Oh no, I missed him. It's true, I'm bed because of her. I saw him falling to the sea last night. Why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell me? Ooh. I can't bear it. As America approached, he demanded he leave his charming wife. Quite naturally, he refused. That's not true. He was ready to leave her for me. We made plans. If that were true, Miss Turpentine, then you would not have pushed him overboard in a fit of jealous rage. Say nothing. I can confirm it. I saw Miss Turpentine up on deck with Mr. Valinsky, and I saw something fall off the ship. This will be a major scandal for the company. I don't want to say until I was quite sure of what I'd seen. You liar, you're all in it together. This is a fix. This is a fix. You hear me? I'll get you, Veronica. I'll get you. Please, can you take her away? I can't bear to look at her. I think that's a good idea. Stop. No. This way, please, Miss Turpentine. I can't stand being on this boat another minute. A most curious affair indeed. Did I get it? Did I get it? What'll you have, Miss Amersham? Something strong and smooth. Oh, I have just the thing. I must say you did that very well. You made her look quite insane. It's not the only thing I do well. Oh, I know. You're terribly versatile, my dear. Your drink, miss. Miss. I don't think it'll last somehow. Here's to life insurance, money, and charm. It's a lovely package. I'm a very lucky girl. I'm glad you think so. Full steam ahead. Is that kissing? Is that what that is? I wake to the sound of an envelope signing under my door. Anders is still snoring. Veronica, I saw what you did. And that money you'll be getting. Look at the writing. It's a tidy hand, mean, calculated, practiced. Read on. You're gonna be sending some of that money my way. Give lovely Mr. Anders my best. Toodles. Interesting. Heiress Clarissa Turpentine was dramatically arrested for the murder of Malcolm Valinesky aboard the SS Hook. Miss Valinesky is reportedly now a very wealthy woman thanks to a generous life insurance policy and has already been seen in the company of a new man, Commander Anders of the British Navy. Watch out, sir, there might be storms ahead. Pictured, Miss Turpentine broke down in tears as she was led away by harbor police. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. I think I would like to try to do it again. I think I know what I need to do. It was a lot of fun. You can replay really quickly, which is nice. You know, I think that there's a little bit of running around and difficulty just with the timing, but other than that, like, it's a pretty straightforward game, and it's a lot of fun, and it looks like there's a lot of different ways to play and a lot of different endings. So yeah, I had a blast. I'm glad I finally got a chance to play it. I'm going to try to cut this down so that it makes sense and that it's not boring to watch kind of the same thing over and over again. But hopefully you'll get enough of a sense of kind of what can happen and what your choices are. I don't know if I'm going to go back and play this again to get that last ending. Maybe if I mess around with it a little bit and I get the ending, maybe I'll tack it on to this edit, because I don't think I'm going to be able to edit this today and get this out tonight. So maybe I'll play again tomorrow and try to get that last ending with no loose ends, and hopefully get the as perfect of an ending as we possibly can get, and then that way we can kind of wrap the story up completely. This was great. This was a lot of fun. I've seen it go on sale a couple different times. I think it's definitely worth grabbing if you're someone who likes puzzles or someone who just likes a quick sort of fun game that you can play and then replay and try different things and work on different stuff. It's the music is fabulous. The art styles are really cute. I think the characters are pretty funny. And you know, it's really interesting to kind of play from the perspective of the bad guy. I think so often we're, you know, the superhero or the, you know, even the anti-hero or, you know, the detective. I often will play games where I'm the detective, and so to kind of do the reverse and be the lady who commits the crime, it was a fun way to spin things for sure. So yeah, this is Katona Rose. We just played Overboard, and I really appreciate you coming along for the ride. If you're into it, please consider liking and subscribing. It would help me out a lot. And I will see you in the next one.